Welcome to recovery class number 2. We're going to start in a tabletop position. Hands are underneath your shoulders, knees are underneath your hips, looking like this. I think that's what I hope I look like. We are going to do dogs and cats. We are going to do cows and cats. And this is going to be, it's a great recovery tool simply because you're moving your hips and practicing your breathing. So the inhale is dropping your belly, sticking your butt out a little bit, and lifting your head. This is cow. And you're inhaling into your belly. And then cat is exhaling, arching your back, dropping your head, sticking your, bringing your hips forward and looking at your toes beneath, between your knees. And then inhale into a cow, and exhale into a cat. What you can do to practice your breathing and movement is thinking about your inhale, and when you're done with your inhale, coming into your exhale into a cat, finishing your exhale and immediately coming into a cow, and then exhaling. So letting your breath guide your movement. Good. Bring your hands out a little bit. Come into a downward dog as you curl your toes under. Inhale and come up on your tiptoes. We did this in the first session. And push down on one heel. This mat is really slippery. Inhale, and on the second other heel. Inhale and push down on both heels. We're going to inhale, bring your left foot up, bring it forward into a low lunge, drop your right knee. All right, so I'm going to flip around. You can start with your hands on your knees or your hands on your hips, whichever kind of gives you a better sense of stability and balance. The inhale is to bring your hips back. The exhale is to bring your hips forward. So I'm going to turn a little bit more so you can see what's happening here. When I inhale, my knee comes back. When I exhale, my knee comes forward, my torso stays straight, and I'm feeling this all along my right hip flexors, my right quads, come back up. You can, and I might recommend this, double up your mat, put a towel underneath your knee, something to, because you're putting a lot of pressure on your knees, so you might want to have something simply to make it a little bit more comfortable. But inhaling, relaxing the hip flexor muscles, exhaling, and just rolling forward. If you want, if I can get my balance, bring your arms up overhead and look up. Then you're going to really feel this, and that's the point. Inhale back, exhale forward. Be gentle on your hip flexors, because as runners and cyclists, it's tight. And it just needs to be moved. If you can breathe while you move and gently create that kind of gentle movement, you're going to get a lot farther. So you don't want to come down and just like that, with that noise. You want to simply come forward. All right, now I'm going to curl my back toe under, and I'm going to bring my hands back down to the mat, come back into a downward dog. Now I'm taking my right foot up into the air, bringing it forward, dropping my left knee, and coming up. So I'm going to start with my hands on my knee. Just roll forward. All right, now my hands are going to, and it's just all a comfort level of feeling whether I'm going to fall over or not. and just roll back and forth. In a future class, we'll add more to this. And we'll focus on twisting and moving back and forth. But for right now, this is an amazing opener for your hips. Inhale into your belly, through your nose. Start exhaling, bring your knee forward, your hips forward. I'm going to try bringing my arms up. Looking up. Good. All right, now, last pose of the day. We're going to come into our seated position. It's a short session, but it's okay. You don't need much. If you can do this, this kind of shorter session 3, 4, 5 times a week, you really will notice the difference. Bring your right hand onto your left knee, left hand behind you. Here's the key. Don't force this twist. Inhale, lift up your torso, lift up your collarbones, and gently look behind you. Inhale and come back a little. Exhale and rotate. Inhale, open. Exhale and rotate. Good. Now we're going to come back. Left hand on your right knee, right hand behind you. Same thing. Lift up and rotate. Look behind you. You're going to get tempted to try to crack your back, but don't. Just rotate your shoulders and look behind you. Good. Come on back. We'll end like we always do. Inhale, scoop up good energy. Bring your hands together, and as you exhale, bring up and bring in the good energy inside of you. Namaste. Thanks for joining. This is the second recovery yoga session. Stay tuned for more recovery yoga so that you can use this 3 or more times a week simply to finish off your training, waking up with this in the morning, doing this after hard rides, hard runs, long efforts, whatever you need to keep moving gently. Thanks.